Happy Friday, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Seriously, the Claudia Project. Today, we're going to be talking about fun things to do with your girlfriends. We are going into a long weekend, but I want to make sure that we're really thinking about how we're going to adjust the way we look and how we spend our time. I know for me, if I don't think really hard, I can very easily end up just like cleaning my house and sitting on my sofa, which is fun and also very productive, but in the end, kind of makes you look back at the year and think, like, where were all of my friends? Why didn't I have any plans? So that's where we're going to get to it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this if you have been enjoying the episodes. And if we don't speak again until Monday, because as you know, Seriously comes out Monday through Friday, I'll see you guys in this same spot next week. Let's get into it. So, weekends feel so fleeting because we're always waiting for them. So you go to work Monday through Friday, or you're a stay-at-home mom, or, whatever your activities are Monday through Friday, but you have this very, very rigid list and you're always looking for the weekends. And then by the time the weekends come, you fill them with like work activities, cleaning, dishes, doing laundry, that it kind of just passes you by. And I want you to take your weekend back. It's the only thing we really have as adults. We don't get a summer break, well, most of us. And so weekends are like our little summers. And so that's how I want you to think about them for the rest of the year, especially as we go into fall and kind of start transitioning into Christmas break. So let's start thinking about planning intentionally. I know this is a fun episode, but you do have to think about it to make sure that it actually happens. And so I'm going to give you some tips and tricks to kind of make that happen. And no, we're not going to spend $1 million making this happen. That just doesn't make any sense. That's not what I'm about right now. And so just know a lot of these things you can do for free at your house, and that's really exciting. Number one, host a girls' night in. So many times I have thought, like, if we're not going out, we're not doing anything, it's not going to be any fun. And that's just not the case. Invite your girlfriends over on a Friday or Saturday night. Pick like one or two shows. Put your phones away. I think this is a really big one for me. And like, lock them up, and then you guys just have like a fun night in. Play your favorite songs that you used to listen to while you were in college, or even hits that are out. You guys could practice the Chris Brown dance, just a little bit of this. Here we go. So a nice girls' night in, movie night, popcorn, you guys can all put in for a pizza, or like your favorite Thai or sushi place. I think elevating the girls' night in is what takes it to the next level. Like, you don't just have to order pizza. You guys can order your favorite meals. Or if you're feeling really snazzy, you can do, or like if there's 4 of you at the house, every person orders something different, and then you do like a, almost like a potluck of dishes. And it's like, maybe there's Indian food, maybe there's sushi, maybe there's tacos, because there's always reason to have salsa. Am I right? So a girls' night in is a great way to spend a beautiful evening with your friends, laugh, really enjoy yourselves, and kind of kick it for a weekend. Try a new restaurant or a coffee spot. So I know for us right now, we're on a breakfast kick, and so we are not eating the same breakfast any weekend. We usually do Saturday mornings. During football season, we do Sunday mornings, but my whole family, we go out, well, the family that lives in my house, and we just pick a restaurant. Well, we pick a new breakfast restaurant. The last few weeks has been my turn, but we're just like randomly Googling, and then we're just stopping by just to like change up and get to know your city a little better. My coworkers are always joking about how Claudia eats. She's willing to eat anywhere in the city, not just like in my part of town. Like, we will be in Decatur. We'll make a 45-minute drive to Alpharetta for the restaurant. We'll go like out towards Dunwoody, which is like outside the perimeter. And so we change up the breakfast spot, and it makes it more fun and entertaining, which is really, really nice. You're sick. My husband's dancing outside of my office. And so that's a fun way to change it up. Same thing with restaurants. TikTok has lots of options. Instagram, really, you can just type in whatever your favorite food is into the Google bar, like Google search, and then just see like what are the top 5 restaurants, and then see which ones have the best ratings, and then just try it out. 1, it allows you to see your city in a different light. 2, it changes up you eating the same dishes over and over again. I do know that your favorite Italian restaurant is amazing, but there are alternative options, and you should definitely see them all just to give yourself something to do. And it makes it kind of fun. Like, you get to like read the entire menu, try something different. We like to try an appetizer, and we're like, okay, if we don't like it, that's okay, but let's just give it a go. Same thing if right now you're like, Claudia, I'm kind of on a budget and I don't really want to spend money on like going out. You can do the same thing with like coffee. And so something that we've done in my family is like we're trying our best. Well, we don't drink Starbucks anymore. We have coffee at the house. But if we are going to go to a coffee shop, we try to pick one we've never been to that's got great ratings. We try to do like smaller ones that aren't chains, just so that if we're going to be spending $7 on a latte, we at least are giving back to small businesses and people who like really care about the bean and like all of the things. So there's lots of small options and ways to make it fun, and ways to, change up the rhythm of your weekend, which I think will be fun, and it'll give you something to look forward to. Like you're like, all right, every Sunday we're going to try this new coffee shop. That's going to be super fun. You can eat breakfast at home and then go grab your coffee. And it's just a way to like get out and be active and have fun. Doing a mini spa day at home. So there's like tons and tons of products and things that you can get for under like $20, and like spend a Saturday night in and just like take care of yourself. Manicure, you give yourself a face mask and like clean your skin, light some candles, take a super long shower, and like do a girl shower. Is it a girl shower? Is that what we're calling it now? I need to think about this. I don't know. But like a full 30-minute shower where you exfoliate and you shave your legs that you've not been looking at for weeks on end, and like do all of the things and take your time after and really hydrate your skin with like a really nice lotion, and put on like a thicker lotion on your feet and put on some socks, like a full spa day at your house. Again, doesn't have to be super expensive, but it's just something to look forward to on a Saturday night. Hell, even a Saturday morning. Maybe you're like, I want to do it at 7 a.m. before my family wakes up to like relax myself. And then sit on the couch like you're at the spa and just like read a good book for a little bit. This plan sounds amazing. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of you doing this. So make sure you like send me pics and tag me if you decide to do such a thing. Number 4, this one's an easy one. I think get outside. Like we will look at each other on like a Sunday and be like, we haven't left this house this weekend. And like that does something to your mental. So take the time to plan out going for a walk, like walk through your neighborhood. Like when's the last time you walked from your house to the store that's like down the street from your house? And I know you're like, why would I do that? But it's like something about your feet on the pavement and like getting your heart moving. And you don't have to walk fast. You can walk really slow. Make sure you're doing it safely. If like think about your surroundings and all that jazz. But going on a walk, go sit in a park and just like read a book in the middle of the park and just hang out. I know for us here in Atlanta, Piedmont Park is a great place. The parking can be a little tricky, but once you find a parking spot, you walk to the park, take like a backpack with some sandwiches and some chips and water. Make sure you're putting on sunscreen because the UV rays are still out. And get out there and like just go hang out. It's free completely, and you can spend some really nice time getting some sun on your skin. You do need vitamin D, so like think about how to get out, how to get active, moving your body around, and like plan out when you're going to do it. This is also something you could invite friends to. You all could just meet in the park on a Sunday afternoon and just hang out and play games and spend time together, which is really, really good for your mental health. And again, vitamin D for your energy. I think you'll feel more refreshed after it than you think. And it doesn't have to be something that requires like a tent and chairs and all these things. Like plant your feet in the grass, and like just sit down and enjoy yourself. So this one's fun. Have like a content moment with yourself. Take some fun pics, update your like profile picture on Instagram. That's like a fun thing that you could do to just be active. You and your friend could go out and just pretend to be content creators throughout the city and just laugh and joke around and take fun photos in front of that portrait that you see on the side of the building that's in the Highlands if you live in Atlanta, and just enjoy yourself. Just see different parts of your city. Plan it out. Like be a tourist in your city for the day. A content creator who is a travel blogger who came into Atlanta for the weekend, and you don't have to you don't have to spend any money to do this outside of the gas and using your phone, which you're on right now probably watching this episode. So that's like a fun one who's like easy and breezy, and your kids, if you have them, would love to do such a thing, like taking photos around the city. So I thought that one would be fun too. Decide that you have a weekend where you get to buy yourself something. Hear me out. You don't have to spend $1 million, but you could decide that, a month from now, I'm gonna spend a Saturday and like take myself out shopping. Before I do that, in order to make it make sense, spend one of those weekends before cleaning out your closet, figuring out what you really need. Do you need some new basic tees? Do you need a new sweater or two for the winter, or like boots to go into the fall? And then spend a Saturday and head out to the mall and like have a budget, know exactly what you're looking for, but just spend some time looking around and go and get yourself something nice. It's like, there is something nice about having a new shirt, knowing exactly what you need it for, like plan out the time when you're like, okay, I know I have a team dinner coming up and I'd like to wear something nice because I've gone through my closet and I don't want to wear any of these things I've had. Figure out why you don't want to wear those things. Do you need to get rid of them? And then hit the streets, girl. Get out there. Buy yourself a new shirt, new pair of boots, and then you'll feel good because you got to spend some time with yourself in the mall, which I know can be overwhelming, but it is fun if you have a plan and you know what you're kind of looking for, and there's no pressure in any of it. It's not like you have to wear the boots tomorrow. You're just like, I know I'm going to need new boots for this season, which reminds me, I still need a new pair of loafers, guys. Like, I can't commit to loafers, like I have like 4 or 5 pairs that I'm looking at right now, but I don't know which pairs I want to purchase. I would love your loafer recommendation down below. Anyway, but it would be nice if I like bought the loafers before I absolutely need them instead of having to go out and just buy the first thing that I see. So I think a little shopping adventure in the city could be very nice. You also could spend this as a time to go to like a different mall because you thought about it. And so like maybe you always go to the mall that's 10 minutes away from your house, but there is a mall that's like 45 minutes away that's like you don't go all the time and you'd like to see it again. This would be a fun little adventure. You could go to the coffee shop we just talked about before, make a whole little weekend out of it, which would be really great. And then lastly, something fun to do on a long weekend is do a reset, right? So like clean all of those dishes, wipe all your countertops down, make sure you go through your house and dust. It's a thing that a lot of us are not doing. You need to dust your house. And so do a little reset, meal prep with some music going, turn it into like a fun event, like light candles, turn like old R&B on like your mom used to do, very Al Green of us, and like have a fun time resetting and putting your space back together and not just like going through the motions and being annoyed that you have to clean up because we're adults and that's just the nature of the beast at this point. But you can turn it into like an actual activity that you enjoy. We try to reset every single Sunday, and so we're like wiping things down. We're trying to do a better job during the week of like making sure we're doing little small things that by the time we get to the weekend, the reset doesn't take 30 days and 30 nights. Hopefully our reset's down to like 2 hours, not counting laundry, which lasts for forever. But that's what we're trying to do in our house. So maybe you guys start your reset on a Sunday and then you like do little small things every day, little 15-minute cleanups. That way it becomes just a part of the routine, which I think would be great. The point of all of this is to not make a weekend perfect or to make it picturesque. It is just to like take ownership of your weekend and like find fun moments inside of it, to not just be running off of a to-do list, and finding those moments of pause to really enjoy yourself and the people around you. Because life is fleeting, but that's not what this episode is about. So these are just fun tips and fun things to do. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with in the comments. Leave them below. I want to know what you guys are doing this weekend and all of the weekends to come, and not just like going through the motions and letting life kind of run you, which I don't think is very helpful. You have so many, I think 52 weekends in a year, 51 weekends, something along those lines. So finding small, fun, affordable ways to spend them without thinking you have to do something extravagant and expensive that requires like a ton of planning. Super important. So make a call to a friend, plan that movie night, and get going. As always, guys, I am here Monday through Friday. Seriously, this is the Claudia Project. Talk soon. Bye.